Thank you. Democrats who used to back Israel, Hubert Humphrey, Harry Truman. I mean, it was the Republicans that didn't seem to like Jewish people in politics or elsewhere in society. So I want to play a little montage of our Democratic friendlies to see what they're saying about Israel versus Iran. Please take a listen.
Foreign policy by tweet is insane. And that's what this guy is doing, making these threats on tweet. What does unconditional surrender mean? Who is Iran supposed to surrender to?
I believe that it is a national security interest of the United States for Iran not to have a bomb. But I don't believe that will be achieved by the United States getting dragged into a war with Iran. And I hope that the Congress will vote against that.
My colleagues who think we should be at war with Iran ought to have the courage of their convictions and put an authorization on the table to do that. And let's debate it in front of the entire American public.
It's absolutely incoherent. It is absolutely. What is so hard to understand regarding surrender? Like surrender, we had surrender, unconditional surrender in the Civil War. This is Juneteenth today. How about that one? And surrender in World War II was unconditional surrender. What is so hard about this?
Well, look, I think we can all agree nobody wants Iran with a nuclear weapon. And what the Democrats tend to forget, and what a lot of people forget, is these foreign policy experts, these Democrats in office, they are experts in name only. They've never had to pull the trigger and make a decision. Donald Trump, on the other hand, to Mike Pompeo's point, he killed Soleimani, even though all the experts said it would cause World War III. Mm-hmm. It didn't. He moved the embassy to Jerusalem. They said it would cause chaos in the Middle East. It didn't. So this is a man who has real-life experience dealing with these Middle Eastern actors. So first and foremost, Americans trust Donald Trump to do it. It's one of the reasons they elected him. He has always been consistent that Iran should not have nuclear weapons, and he doesn't want a new war. I think concerns about a new war are fair, but again, we're talking about someone who has a proven track record of not getting us into those new wars and threading that needle.
Caroline, it just seems to me that the Democratic position on this and so many other things is to always oppose Trump rather than deal with the issue itself. And we know from history the Democratic Party years ago had much different positions, all right, and including pro-Israel positions. I mean, they always backed, the Golda Meir and the wars and so forth. Why is this? What is wrong with the heart and soul of that party?
The far left flank has hijacked it. And by not supporting Israel, Democrats are saying that they're on the side of Iran, which means they're on the side of Hamas, which is bankrolled by Iran, which is a state sponsor of terrorism. Democratic lawmakers, Larry, are also saying that Benjamin Netanyahu sabotaged the diplomacy and the negotiations, and that they're afraid that this could devolve into a broader conflict in the region. We've been hearing a lot about Iraq. We've been hearing a lot about Afghanistan. But what they're forgetting is that the region is not complaining right now. The Middle East is fully on board with this. The Gulf states and the Sunni states, they don't want a nuclear ascendant Iran because they were doing trade talks and investment talks with the Trump administration. Actually, I think you mentioned it, that the Abraham Accords might have actually been expanded under this administration. The other thing that they're forgetting about Trump is the military tactician that he is. He's proved under his first administration that he knows what strategic deterrence looks like. He's able to deploy strikes without it escalating into a broader quagmire. You mentioned Soleimani. He also sent strikes against ISIS, and it didn't escalate from there.
Knocked out al-Baghdadi. Yeah. I mean, it was a pinpoint. I mean, we're running out of time. I just want to say Republicans, for this poll that was in the New York Post this morning, 65% of MAGA Republicans favored Trump. 9 of the people who voted for Mr. Trump in 2024, Republicans, 95% back him today. 95%. Now, the Democrats got to get a piece of that. They have to get a piece of that. Real quick, last word.
I don't think they're going to get a piece of it. Donald Trump has been consistent for 10 years. No nuclear weapons for Iran and no new wars. Voters trust him to thread that needle. I trust him to thread that needle, and I think he will.
And he showed incredible restraint, by the way, which is what J.D. Vance has said.
Including now.
Right.
And even today.
He pursued soft power up until the point where he had no choice.
Yeah, even Mark Warner. I know Mark Warner very well. I worked with him in the Intel committee. He's just incoherent. I don't know what happened to him. It's like he's lost his mind. Anyway, Caroline Downey, Brianna Lyman. I wish we had more time. I always do.